Hey, well, if you're listening to this, you have found your way to what is probably the least polished and thought out podcast on the internet. This wasn't supposed to be a podcast. Honestly, this is really just my journal. Sharing voice notes that I've recorded to myself in kind of a linear fashion, but probably won't be. And it all started because I have a habit of leaving really long voice notes first thing in the morning to all of my friends. And I work up earlier than anybody else. I tend to get up at like 4:30 in the morning, go to the gym, have my coffee, journal. And sometimes the voice notes that I leave to my friends are 5 minutes long. Sometimes the voice notes that I leave to my friends are 20 minutes long. They're rarely organized, and they're entirely composed of whatever pops into my head first thing in the morning. And if you're an ADHD girly like me, it means that your brain is literally waiting for you to wake up so it can start yapping at you about something it's been thinking about while you were sleeping. Sometimes in these voice notes, I am being quirky and weird, but lately, as I exit a profession that no longer serves me and recover from a recent heartbreak, also practice hoodoo and root work as a Black lesbian, and do the shadow work that is required for all of it. The voice notes are often me trying to untangle something I don't yet understand, but that I know I need to understand in order to move forward and have the things that I want out of my life and have the relationship that I want. And especially the most important relationship of all, the relationship with myself. So today, not one day, but today, while taking a walk around the park to process my feelings in a voice note to my sister and my best friend, I thought, what if I allowed myself to finally be seen? What if I allowed myself to finally be vulnerable and authentic on the public stage? I'm not gonna ugly cry on fucking TikTok or YouTube, and this podcast will never feature video. It'll just be me and voice recordings. Sometimes I might cry, other times I might curse. And hopefully there'll be a lot of laughing between all these aha moments and deep excavation of my soul. But I don't have all the answers. In fact, none of us do. most of us are just looking for soft places to land and to feel heard and to feel seen. So I decided, what if I stopped trying to sound like someone who has all the answers? And what if I just let people overhear the questions that I ask myself and my ancestors and my higher self? What if I just let people feel my fear and anxiety and longing and hopes and dreams as I feel them? What if I did? And in the process, I find me, and maybe, I don't know, hell, listening to me, maybe people will find themselves. So this isn't self-help, and this is not an effort at that. It's self-help for me, selfishly, and I'm not a guru. I'm nobody's guru, and I will never profess to be, because I don't know it all. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. Hell, I'm still trying to figure out how I want to live mine. I'm simply a woman in the middle of becoming. I'm inchoate. I am completely inchoate. I've been trying to write a book. I'm rebuilding my career. I'm leaving behind one life while trying to step into another. I'm healing from multiple relationships that have changed me. I'm an MD grad who never landed a residency. I'm studying the psychology of myself through Jungian shadow work. I am a hoodoo practitioner and root worker who is allowing myself to practice those things out loud for the first time and no longer behind the veil of secrecy and fear. And I'm a really good goddamn storyteller. I use these as ways and means to allow myself to make sense of what it means to be me, a Black American woman walking in this world as a human in this particular incarnation. And somewhere in the middle of all of that, I'm trying to become someone who isn't afraid to be seen and who isn't afraid to show up authentically and to stop performing in the hopes that somebody might finally choose me, in the hopes that somebody might finally find me worthy of protection, of love. These recordings are part journal, part personal philosophy, and definitely, like I said, a lot of storytelling. Most of the stories will be true. Some of them I will change in order to protect the not so innocent and the innocent. Sometimes I'll be talking about things that directly happen to me. Sometimes I'll wrestle with a question that refuses to leave me alone. Sometimes I'll talk about the grief and the shame of excavating my shadow. I'll talk about identity, love, the work that I've left behind, and the work I'm trying to step into, my purpose, or just the strange things our minds do to keep us feeling safe, or at least give us the perception of safety. Some episodes, probably most episodes, will end without a conclusion. A lot of times whenever I'm talking to my friends, I really just sign off on voice notes with like, girl, fuck. And yeah, that's really how I sign off. Because everything is always a conversation to be continued. If you're looking for certainty, I definitely won't have much to offer you. But if you've ever found yourself awake at 2 a.m. scrolling TikTok, wondering if the 222 that's on your phone is an angel number trying to convince you that it means something, while also simultaneously trying to understand why you keep repeating the same patterns, while some random 22-year-old astrologer on TikTok tells you, oh, your ex is going to call you anytime soon. The information's in my bio. Or if you've ever felt like just you're becoming someone new and grieving what used to be at the same time, and you're trying to figure out where to bury the fucking body because it's stinking up your damn closet. If you ever wanted someone just to say the quiet parts out loud that you're unable to speak, then maybe you'll feel at home here. Maybe I'll come to eventually feel at home here. Hell, I don't know. But one thing I should definitely say is I don't give a fuck about learning how to edit. God. And if there's one thing that my friends can attest to, is that one thing. I don't really give a fuck about creating something that is polished. I've struggled with that, because trying to create polished things leans into the very next topic, or the very first topic rather, that I'm going to tackle, that I have been tackling for the last 36 hours, and that finally has broke me to the point to where I decided, you know what, maybe this will be the most cathartic thing I could do for myself. You'll hear a lot of pauses. You will definitely hear me go off on ADHD tangents. Over the evolution of this, I'll definitely change my mind. I will contradict myself. One moment I will seem confident, possibly even cocky, and seem like, wow, she has it all together. She has a lot of self-esteem. But don't let me fool you, and I'm definitely trying not to continue to fool me either. Because it is a self that I'm trying to step away from, and I'm trying to step into a self that is more authentic, that is truly me. Because what real thinking sounds like is everything that I just mentioned. What real existence is everything that I just mentioned. And I spent a long time believing that I had to become someone impressive and who has their shit together and who's making all this money before I could be seen as valuable, and before I thought I could contribute something meaningful. I'm beginning to finally believe that that's all been a lie. That maybe, just maybe, what helps people isn't perfection. Maybe Maybe it's witnessing someone tell the truth as honestly as they know how in the moment. And that they can trust that they'll be given the grace and the compassion to tell the truth again in the next moment as they know it. So if you're here, thank you. I have no clue where this is going to go. I don't know who either of us will be 6 months from now. Fuck, I hope this exists 6 months from now. But what I do know is this. These are conversations I've been having for years before the fucking iPhone was fucking invented. Conversations that I've been having with myself for years, and conversations that I've been having with my friends lately. And now I'm simply leaving the door open in case somebody else wants or needs to hear them. So, hey friend, pull up a seat, grab your favorite drink or something. And I don't smoke weed, but if you do, hey, that's on you. Let's talk, girl, or guy, or they.